think this is notable. You're going to have to do your research on her background. I know there is information on her Facebook page, which I will put here for you, but you're going to have to do a little bit of research. But this endorsement is important. Why? Because of who is endorsing her. Now, I don't always necessarily say that endorsements are tellers because, well, you know, everybody's wanting to get on the winning ticket. But here's the deal. This particular endorsement has weight with it, and many might agree with me. I will read from the website, Facebook, where Corin Rankin for CAGOP Vice Chair puts, major endorsement alert. I am honored and humbled to have received the endorsement of Harmeet Dillon. Okay? I'm honored, what was that? I am honored and humbled to have received the endorsement of Harmeet Dillon, our National Committee Woman and prior CAGOP Vice Chair. Thank you for placing your confidence in me during my first term as Vice Chair. I vow to visit every county central committee and earn the support of my fellow Republicans. As your full-time Vice Chair, I will work hard to unite, rebuild, and grow our party. Thank you for your support. Now, I'll read the endorsement. I endorse Corin Rankin for Vice Chair of the California Republican Party. I've known Corin for many years. We worked together on the San Mateo County Republican Central Committee and on law enforcement, legal, and public policy matters when she chaired her professional trade organization. I know Corin can raise money, and more importantly, she knows how to direct it to build a strong grassroots organization. Corin is true to her word and follows up with action. She is also very articulate and committed to conservative causes. Corin has the experience, the background, and the conviction to be an excellent full-time vice chair for our party. And I say that as a former CAGOP vice chairman myself, I look forward to working with her for many years to come. Pardon me. There you go. It's an important endorsement, and I think it states a lot about the character of Corin Rankin. But you have to do your research again, and then go talk to those committees and let them know who you'd like to support for CAGOP Vice Chairmanship. All right, we're going to jump on to our next candidate. We have for our next CAGOP Vice Chairman the intelligent, smart, and many language speaking, as it shows from his website, Peter Coe. Okay, I want you to take a look at his website. It's comprehensive. It shares his plan, his story, and his endorsements Take a look at his background. See if he's a good fit for what you would like to see be represented by in the CAGOP moving forward. Let your committees know. I'm going to read you an excerpt from his website. It says, Peter Coe, my GOP plan. Let's rebuild the energy in our party, one delegate, one activist, and one Republican voter at a time. This reads like my website, but interesting. I find that interesting, yes, but I think he's getting to a fundamental thing, is that we have to do this very rhythmically and be extremely poignant in our approach. Let's take a look here. It says, 1, we need to attract, not just recruit, new Republicans. Our party needs to build a strong brand. We have a strong platform. Does the brand need changed? I don't know. I think a lot of the people representing the brand need changed, or at least need communication brushing up and skills refined in their ability to convey the information about the party platform to people outside of their rooms and to the general public, because that's where I think the sink is. But we will go on. Build a strong party, a strong brand that entices freedom and opportunity loving Californians. We already have a strong party platform. Anyway, as an immigrant in the 80s, the Republican Party was home to me. We need to once again be the party of those that look to the United States of America as the land of opportunity. It is the land of opportunity, make no mistake. Unfortunately, if he wants to talk about branding, the Democrats brand the Republican Party as the party of no, the party of hate, the party of, well, everything that they are, actually. But that's beside the point. I think it's important to recognize we are the land of opportunity. And I think that if he wants to talk about that brand, and we need to talk about the messaging of the brand and how we convey the fact that that is who we are. It's not that we aren't. We need to just do the messaging and communication portion, get that message across. Number 2, we need to unite the party once again. It's going to take every Republican actively working to end the oppression of the Democrat supermajority in Sacramento. That I agree with wholeheartedly, 100%. People are leaving California in droves because of harmful policies pushed by our state legislature. We cannot continue on this track. We need all hands on deck to take California back. That I agree with. While we may disagree on some issues, we have to remember that the Democrat Party agrees with us on almost nothing. Let's come to the table, share our ideas, share our positions, and move forward together. We must unite to ensure California has an effective counterbalance to Sacramento liberals. That I can agree with. Number 3, we are not the national party. We are the 5th largest economy in the world. By far the most populous state in the country, the most diverse in the country, and the most beautiful. We need to remember our nation was founded on the principles of federalism, the concept that every state is different. Our party needs to recognize this as well. I believe the party does, and as a matter of fact, I believe the platform does. I think that the people within the party, that are running the platform on some level or another, have distorted this and changed the messaging. We're not getting this information across. Let's get back to that. We need to remember our nation was founded on the principles of federalism, the concept that every state is different. Our party needs to recognize this as well. We are in a unique situation in California, now an ultra minority in the legislature. We have to recognize that this dynamics of our state are not the same as others, and then focus on the issues that will help us grow our party and win elections again. Number 4, we need to be smarter and work harder. There's no disputing that we are playing a rigged game. Let's read that again. We need to be smarter and work harder. There's no disputing that we are playing in a rigged game. That is true. Absolutely true. Just look at Orange County and look at LA in the 2018 primary and general elections. While Democrats have written the rules, pretty much at this point, yes. They are not a mystery. Ballot harvesting is nothing new, and we knew same-day registration was coming. We need to stop complaining and start finding real solutions to winning elections. The roadmap is not elusive. We must make the commitment to put in the hard work, start winning elections again. I agree with all of that. What we need to know is how you're going to do it. How, as CAGOP vice chair, are you going to help make that happen? Going to meet with committees? Are you going to work within the committees to get these individuals on board to make sure that we have an actionable plan in place, and that we're mobilizing and training and gearing people up, letting them know about our party platform and the new messaging that we need to put out to be able to convey that to the people? What is your role in that? How are you going to be able to help restore the party platform in its messaging and in its brand, as you say, to get it to be relevant again? I believe it still is relevant, the principles, the value systems, and that party platform. But we need to know, as CAGOP Vice Chairmanship, how you're going to go ahead and make this happen. We're going to have both of these candidates, as well as the 3 CAGOP chair candidates, we're going to have our people reach out again for interview. We really want to have these people on the Erin Cruz Show, because this is where they can look at you straight in the face. They can look at you straight in the eye. When I ask them questions, they can interact, and you can see how they're going to be able to navigate around the people. I'm going to go ahead and share this website with you for Peter, and I'm also going to share his video. Take a look.
First we were afraid, we were petrified, kept thinking we could never outlive the commie tide. Then Donald Trump stepped up to lead, to right the many wrongs. Now we'd be free, we'd be safe and we'd be strong. We knew the hacks from outer spaces would spin their lies to you and me with that mad look upon their faces. And we knew it was a crock, they didn't want us to be free. All their minions follow blindly, they are simply crazy. Go on now, go, 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 walk out the door, walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. You were the paid-off hacks who didn't have our backs. Did you think we'd crumble? Did you think we'd lay down and die? Oh no, not we. We will thrive. Oh, as long as Trump is president, we know we'll all be fine. And all who stand with him will help us all to win. We can thrive. We can thrive. Yeah. Go on now, go. Get out and go. Turn it around now. Let's see a super mega show. Bring your granny, bring your dad, bring your neighbor and Uncle Tad. Get out and vote. Go on now, go. Get out and vote. Turn it around now. Let's see a super mega show. Bring your granny, bring your dad, bring your neighbor and Uncle Tad. Get out and vote. Let's thrive.
Well, we hope that you've enjoyed seeing who these new candidates are, meeting them, learning a little bit about them. Please do your research. Please take a look at their platforms and reach out to the committees. Tell them what you think, share your mind, and in the case of those individuals who have emails, you can email the candidates, see if they respond to you. That's also a great indicator. If you know delegates, talk to them about how they're going to vote. Get an indication as to what you want to see happen, and let them know. Communicate, communicate, communicate. So thank you again for joining us on this segment. Stay tuned, because we're going to talk about a little bit about Twitter, social media, the big giants that be, and their hypocrisy right after this.
It's been a very busy year making California golden.
I am Erin Cruz, and I am running for the United States Senate against Dianne Feinstein. I am running to be your next U.S. Senator. I believe in our beautiful state. I believe in our beautiful people. I believe California's golden years are not behind us. The sun has not yet set on our best days. I believe there is still a greatness ahead of us.
I'm Audrey Johnson-Shepard on Trump for All TV.
We have a silent majority that is just waiting, wanting to believe that we can live in a better place, that we can make California golden again. We can do it, but we just have to let them know that we're here.
It's been a very busy
You've got a great attitude, especially when I said, well, you know, the election's getting close, it's a week away, and you said, no, it's in November.
No, it's November. We're in it to win it. I went toward the border more than once, and I am for funding a comprehensive wall. It needs to be substantial and be a huge deterrent for the human trafficking, for the drug trade. And I believe that in this day and age, in 2018, we can use technology to our advantage and make sure that we have the people that are down there that can do their jobs.
Make California golden again, make California golden again, make California golden again, making Cali golden again, making Cali golden again.
California, strong!
Make California golden.
Well, we're back. It's awesome. Here is the deal. There is an all-out war going on across our nation. Can't hesitate. We need to be bold. We need to take action. We need to reach out to the people in Congress and put pressure on 100%. For those of you who follow Erin Cruz, everything Erin Cruz, ErinCruz.com, Restoring America Now, Erin Cruz for U.S. Senate pages, the Erin Cruz Show. You already know I put a blast out there on Laura Loomer. Today, actually, this morning, it was brought to us that Laura Loomer had somebody who was pretending to be her on Twitter. As many of you may know, Laura Loomer, Loomer, she has been banned for life on Twitter. Now she has been removed from Vimeo, as we understand, after the Pelosi debacle that happened. What did we originally reach out about to everybody this morning? Here's the deal. And think about this. It's important, everybody. First Amendment, your ability to speak, share your mind, share information with your fellow man, and news reporting for those people who do news reporting. Twitter bans Laura Loomer from their platform for life. There is an account that opened up, Real L Loomer. That's Real L Loomer. Basically saying, I'm back. I'm here. Well, she wasn't. It wasn't her. I reached out to Laura Loomer this morning via text, and she responded to me that that is a fake account. It's not her. I put out a picture of the text back from Laura Loomer, and guess what? That individual got told. I don't know if it was via Twitter or via all of you, and I have to commend all of you, that look, you can't be pretending to be somebody else. There are a few issues here. This account was pretending to be Laura Loomer. We want people to have factual information from news reporters or individuals who are activists, or even just people who say that they are who they are and take them for who they are on social media. This is a social experience, right? Twitter. Never shut down that account. As a matter of fact, that person who had that account didn't delete that account. They switched the username. So now they have a new username, and you can go to my Twitter, Real Erin Cruz, that's RealErinCruz, to take a look at that timeline. They switched their username. They're no longer Real L Loomer. They're another username, which I don't want to promote them, okay? We don't need giving visibility to this account. Here's the deal, though. I did reports to Twitter, and still yet, this person is imitating and pretending to be, never erased any of the tweets having to do with the fact that this person is saying that they are Laura Loomer and that she is back on Twitter. Twitter has yet to remove that account for being fraudulent and imitating another person and impersonating another person. And not only that, they haven't removed this person who's imitating another person who's been banned for life on their platform. Wrap your head around that. So Twitter thinks it's okay to ban somebody from their platform for life, but if another account that opens up who says it's her, who passes misinformation or disinformation, inaccurate information, not actually information as that person, that's okay? Hypocrites much? Perhaps prejudice? You know, I brought this up the other day. I mean, it's not being an equalist in terms of enforcing their policies or their rules or their terms of service, is it? Because in fact, if it were, this individual would not only be removed, they would have their accounts banned for life because they're impersonating another person. Wrap your head around that, folks. Twitter is categorically selectively choosing which policies, which terms of its terms of service it wants to apply to individuals based on who they are, what they believe, and the information they are sharing. It is as easy as that. And Marsha Blackburn, I hope you're watching this because it's important to recognize the discrimination based on whatever it might be relating to social media. So if you're a conservative or you're a liberal and you want to speak your voice, trust you me, I'm a regular person. You're a regular person. You're a regular person. Shouldn't your voice be heard? You're using the platform. The terms of service should be applied equally, should it not? I hope Marsha Blackburn, I hope Devin Nunes, I hope that Ted Cruz, and I really hope President Donald Trump get their heads around the antitrust, some of these issues that surround social media giants and their manipulation of the algorithms, their manipulation and inequality of how they manage their terms of service and their entire platforms, because it's not equal. It's not equal. And it's wrong. And as it relates to Laura Loomer, we saw later on that, well, Vimeo has now removed her account. While we may not all agree on what Laura Loomer did in terms of Nancy Pelosi, some people say it's brilliant, it's brilliant. We may not all agree on what Laura Loomer did in terms of Nancy Pelosi, jumping Pelosi's wall, going up to her door, all this stuff. The one thing we have to look at is social media giants are dictating what meets their terms of service and what doesn't. Her Vimeo was removed. Now, if another person posts a video of somebody beating somebody up or something happening or whatever, I mean, is that video removed or is their entire account removed? In fact, did Laura Loomer break the law? Was she put in handcuffs? Was she taken to jail or given some sort of a summons afterwards, called in, sat at trial and found guilty of a crime? We are in America innocent until proven guilty, are we not? Videos all over Vimeo display varying degrees of violence, sexuality, sexual innuendos, different levels of nudity, you name it. Reality. At what point does a mega giant like Vimeo, like Twitter, Facebook, and many of these others cross the line in their discrimination of users and violating their own terms of users or terms of service by aggressively or unaggressively enforcing their policies? I mean, where does it stop? We may not all agree on the content of what some individuals do online, but this is a social experience that we have now, a social interaction, social media. It's not just media. The media is what we see, but this is our social networking. This is how we connect as people. Gen Z, for example, we've been doing a big study into Gen Z and how people communicate and how people relate to one another. This is it. This is the experience. I'm talking to you right now. You're over there. We're communicating. It may not be a two-way street, but we're going to go ahead and we'll be texting back and forth, and you'll be sharing with your other friends here and interacting and sharing stories, and you'll connect later, and you'll probably connect on other platforms, everything else. This is how we communicate now. These super mega giants are controlling the conversation via algorithms, hostile terms of service, and discrimination, manipulation, aggression, and outright bullying of content in many cases. Please contact your congressperson, your senator, and write the president about your concerns for social media interaction and the conversation of today. It's important we have our message heard. Equality is equality. Conservative, traditional, moderate, liberal. We may not like the conversation, but if we're going to hear what's going on, we need to be ready and willing to share and listen, even to the things that might be uncomfortable. I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight on the Erin Cruz Show, taking a look at our platform. Please make sure that you get plugged in. Go to erincruz.com, go to restoringamericanow.org, go to voteerincruz.com. You name it, there's all sorts of information out there where you can get plugged in. We have many, many different outreaches that we're working on. If you want to volunteer for some of the nonprofit work, you can do that. All you have to do is submit one of the forms or volunteer forms, links. Get dialed in. We could always use help. We want to thank you again for joining us. Thank you again for sharing this video, and keep up the good fight for California and for the nation. God bless you. God bless California. And God bless the United States of America. Good night.
To hear more and to learn more on how you can make an impact or about the Erin Cruz Show, visit us online at erincruz.com. That's ERINCRUZ.com. Thank you for joining us, and see you at the same time and the same place next week.